Right folks, welcome back. Finally got out with the camera again, do a bit of fishing. Bit of a last minute deal. Sitting at home, had a bit of bait. I said I'll get out and use it. Tides and winds and weed and all that haven't been great for the last couple of weeks. But I've come down to see if there's any bass and hounds about. So I have lug, rag, peeler crab, I have some mackerel with me as well as baits. I've the two rods out already. Tide is on the way in. High tide I think is around 9, I know it's around 9 o'clock. 10 to 9. I'm going to fish it up an hour or two over it and then I'll pack up and go home because I'm up tomorrow. So I've got the two rods out as you can see. I've the fixed bill as usual, just for handiness sake. I've the Ziplex with the Mag Elite there. And you can see the sea is pretty flat calm, a little bit of a ripple on it. The wind's been bad, it's been bad all day, but it doesn't seem to be too bad down here, thank God. So, oh yeah, what traces am I using? I've been asked a good few questions about traces. There seems to be a few people maybe new to fishing, watching the channel. So, I'm going to go through a few of the traces I'm using. I have a crab bait out and for hounds, so that's on the rod, the multiplier, and that's out as far as I can cast it. That's on a pulley, it's a single hook pulley. It's 80 pound big body, 30 pound hook snood and a 2-0 hook on it. I have another one there with 3 O's. I'll use 2 or 3 O's for the hounds, and the other one is just a 2 hook trace. It's clip down. Clip down is just for casting, so it holds the integrity of the bait. You don't need clip if you're lobbing it out 10-20 yards in close. You don't really need clips, but I've been using them for donkey's years, so I just keep tying them up in my traces. And that's on the fixed spool reel. And when it's clipped down, it keeps the bait, keeps the whole trace streamlined for that extra little bit of distance, but it also helps to hold the bait together on the hook. I've rag and lug on that one, so it's never really an issue losing it. And with the peeler then obviously the bait elastic, mind that on, same with the mackerel or anything else. So I'll get back to you. These are out, one of them's due to be rebaited, so I'll get that in then, and I'll bring this back, I'll bait up and I'll get myself a cast on video. So first cast, no bites, so we'll get you back. That bait came back in untouched, so not a good sign, but it's the first cast. So, first little fish out, little flat fish. Now, I'm going to have to check, there's a few orange spots on it. And when you run your hand up and down there, it's smooth both ways, down and smooth up, it's not rough. So I don't know whether that's a place or a flounder, but I'm going to look it up. I'm going to ask one of the lads. You can just see they're not really bright on it, there's a couple of orange spots. I thought it looks like a flounder to me, to be honest with you. Yeah, but anyway, at least it wasn't a blank. Alright guys, just a one fish so far, but I'm just rooting through my trace wallet there. So, I don't know if you can see it, but this is the pulley rig down to, that's not good. Look at here. Come watch the rods as well. So I'm using the pulley rig on one of the rods, as I was saying earlier on. This one has the black impact lead on it. Then your clip for your weight, a bead, black impact lead, a bead, crimp. So the way it works is, it is for lads that obviously don't know. Anyone else, you can fast forward, lads. You place the hook in here, in that little clip there. No, I don't have it handy. Right, but the line is running through it, you can see it there. So, I'll make sure the line is back out of the way. You hook the hook under this clip here. When that hits the water, it pushes up, pushes forward, pops the hook out. So that's your clip. And that's what they say, a clip down rig. That's what it is, it's a clip. Now, there's other types of these I'm going to show you in a second. So, the line, so that's what you have. So you have line up, it's £80 this one. And on that rig body, you have your pulley. And whatever pulley you like using, it's your own preference. You have a bead either side of it. So when it's sliding and it's going up and down the line, the bead hits the knot, protects the knot. Again, there's loads of these pulleys. I bought these, I think they're breakaway pulleys. You can use a swivel, two beads either side of it, but I think that damages the line myself. So that's nice plastic, smooth, it doesn't really seem to damage the line too much. Then up to a £100 swivel, 120, fine, depending on what you're fishing for. Then your hook length is tied to that swivel then. Okay, that's £30. I'm using it for hounds. Then down to your hook. Right, see, that's my hook, tied to hook. So you have your hook length tied directly to the swivel. That swivel then has a bead, your pulley, a bead, and then down to whatever clip you use yourself. So basically what you do is, I was looking for a hook earlier on, there's one on this trace. I didn't realise, I thought I was taking it apart, go back together. So the hook, and it's important to get it front of your line. You don't want it in behind your line because it won't release. So you want it front of your line. That's it there. Well, that's basically it there. So that attaches to your main line, and the rig looks like that all the way down to your clip in, right? And then that's exactly what happens when the weight clip hits the water. Now there's loads of different types of clips on the market. I've used these impact leads for years, love them, can't fault them. There's an extra little bit to tying them and putting them on the trace. And then one of the lads, Carl actually, you've seen him in a few of the videos, he was using this. So what happens is, your weight clips on here, you tie it directly on, which is handy. Your weight clips on here, and then this moves up and down. So you put your hook in here, and you push it up, put the hook in, pull it down, the hook gets locked in there, ready to cast away. When you cast, then that pops up. Oh, we let the hook now, not too much of a mess. I'm changing the hooks on these ones. So again, pop it up, the hook goes in, you're a bit fiddly now. Hook goes in, and you pull this red thing down. That locks the hook in place. The hook can't come out, okay? Then it's cast, you cast it out, the plate goes up, hook falls out, and that's it. And that's basically what your clip down is. So any trace you use with pulleys, my 2 hooks, I have a trace there, 2 hooks. They're like, people call them flapper rigs and all kinds of things. So it's basically a trace with 2 hooks on it, and I clip them down. So I have one of them impact leads or one of these. There's loads of things, you can use a roto clip, there's loads of different ones out there. It's whatever you find is handy for yourself, I suppose. But anyway, yeah, put the clip on. If I'm using 2 hooks, I'll use what's called a cascade swivel. So it's a swivel with just a hook on it, and I'll tie that in so the top hook comes down to the top of the second hook, and that's where the cascade swivel is on, and it all clips in. But I'll show you one of them. I have one of them out at the minute. I'll show you when it comes back in. So still very bright out, still early. It's only 7, half 7 is it? Half 7. Hopefully when it gets a bit of darkness about, the hounds might switch on. So hope that helped anyway, lads, for those that were asking. And again, thanks very much for the support. After getting a good few subscribers lately, so that's much appreciated. Right, back to the fishing, get that rod in and get it rebaited. Lump of weed on this or the dogfish, one or the other. Never was, one dog. Crabs, I'd say. Right, we got a cast. There we go, that one's out there. And a drone flying overhead somewhere. And big black clouds, can you see them? Big black clouds. Clear over this way though, thank God. They're moving in very fast, those big black clouds there, look. But I think behind it is clear. And could be in for a spot of rain. Thank God for the Shakespeare salt. It's keeping me dry. Now, yeah, still no fish yet. Sun's come back out thankfully. There was a bit of rain. Got dark for a few minutes, dark clouds. But what was that knock? Yeah, still no fish as of yet other than that flat fish I had. But this is the rig I was kind of telling you about earlier on. It's 2 hooks. No, you're not going to be able to see that, are you? Right here like this. So it's basically 2 hooks on the one trace. Weight, impact lead, there's a hook. There's the hook length. And it's obviously put on, I use crimps, bays, and that's the cascade swivel there. You'll see the little hook there. So a normal swivel wouldn't have this little hook. It's a cascade. So what you have then is you have a second hook above this one. When the bottom hook is clipped into the impact lead, it's pulled tight. And the top hook clips in like that when it's baited up. When this one pops up, when the bait hits the water and that one pops up, this one pops off as well, and you're fishing 2 hooks. And it just streamlines your trace for casting, for keeping your bait together on the hook, and stuff like that, just to get that extra little bit of distance if you're going out far for anything and you want to fish 2 baits. Oh, that's them. But yeah, thankfully now it's like a different day altogether. Sun is out, splitting the skies. So typical Irish weather. All the weather's in the space of half an hour. Rain, wind, no snow yet, thank God. But it's looking kind of taupey out there, so I was going to got the taupe trace out of the bag instead of putting one out. Oh, went me to my bait bag. What did I forget? The mackerel. So, even though it was the last minute decision to come out, I rushed out the door and forgot my mackerel. So, rag, lug, peeler, crab, no mackerel. And it looks, from what I know of taupe fishing and from, oh, there's a bite there now, talking to a few people who taupe fish, these conditions seem to be quite perfect, or nearly perfect anyway. Oh, look there, it was a real flat bite. It was a real flatty bite. I wonder if that was on it. Thankfully the wind has died right off now at the moment. Still a bit, but it's not as bad as it was. Oh, a few little knocks there. I'd say there's a little flatty on it. You can see those big black clouds gone out to the sky, and you can see the rain belt that was there. Oh look, you see my shadow. Nah, it's due a bait change. We'll bring it in and see what we got, will we? Yeah, I think we will. See if there's anything on it. The second fish of the session. Oh, we'll see. I'm not using the biggest hooks in the world actually. Or I'm using big hooks, maybe use a small one, so look to get a fat fish in it. There's a bit of weight there unless the grips haven't opened up. And we'll see, it could be a dogfish. Oh, the grips haven't opened up, I can feel it digging in. There you go, it's up now. Not a thing. We get it rebaited and get it back out there. We got another flounder. So that's two little flounders I got. So we'll get that one released, and then we'll get this other one in. I think it's just a dogfish. To be honest with you, it looks like a doggy bite. A typical doggy bite. Straight back in she goes. Lovely day down here now. A bit chilly, starting to get cold, but oh yeah. A big bank out there, I can feel it as I'm coming in. Bit of weight there, let's see what it is. It's an old doggy, I'd imagine. That's a big lump of weight. Just a dead weight. come off. No. Ooh. Come on. Yep, dogfish. Hope you go through that crab. Up to the top of the lip. One dogfish. That's going back as well. Hurry. Get it baited up and get it back out. Might even show you the cast actually. Now, give that 10 or 15 minutes and see what happens out there. But the whole day has changed. It's absolutely beautiful now. Beautiful evening now to be fishing. I've only a few fish to turn up. Now, so it's been very quiet. Apart from the two flounder and the doggy. Not much else has turned up. No bass on this trip unfortunately, and no hounds yet. But it's still nice to get out, add some bait. I would like to stay a bit longer. I would like to stay right into the darkness and stay fishing right in. Tide's dropped back off now. It's over high tide. I think yeah, it's 40 minutes the other side of high tide. But still a beautiful day down here now. Those bad winds you had all day and yesterday. So I'd say this is probably going to be the last cast. Pack my gear up and get home. I'll be back. I'll be back out during the week. Jake, I was looking at the winds. I think there are westerlies right the way through the coming week, so makes it nice for fishing. We get out again. Chase some bass and some hounds, and some trout probably. And, on congers, I haven't gone conger fishing in ages actually. Something else as well. Get back out with the congers. So yeah, the two rods still out. You can see them there. They're still out fishing. So great to see that one of them absolutely ripped down it. And a big hound would be lovely off right now. Make the trip, but it's still nice to be out fishing anyway. Better than sitting at home watching the telly, that's for sure. Right, well, we'll bring you back. We'll catch any more fish. Mr. Seal is patrolling out there at the minute. After seeing him popping up over there, there's good signs of a few fish about. They just haven't been biting tonight, that's for sure. With that one there, pack this rod up. A bit of weight there, probably more weight than another dogfish I'd say. up on the top of the surface there, lump of weed. Yeah, bait was virtually untouched and just a big lump of weight. So I think we're packing up at the right time. We'll go again during the week. Try and get a few bass, try and get out with the plugs again. Right, I'll get this wrapped up and then get packed up and get back into the car. Feels like it's going to rain, actually. A bit chilly now. Right, get packed up. Right, that's me packed away in the car and home. So, as fishing goes for catching, wasn't the best. 2 flounders and a doggy. But at least I got out for a few hours. So, thanks very much for all the support. And to all the new subscribers in the last week or two, welcome on board. I'll be out again over the next couple of days. I am hopefully catching a nice couple of smooth hounds and a couple of bass would be lovely now. Because as I said, last couple of weeks the weather hasn't been great for fishing. I was out once and had a couple of smooth hound. But other than that, it's been pretty poor for me at the moment. So we'll get out again during the week. We'll bring the camera along, we'll film it. So I hope you liked it. And we'll get the next one out.